Keep informed, stay plugged in. Read next on Sunday and every day of the week.
Good day and welcome to Next News. My name is Aderinsola Ajao. The members of the House of Representatives from the 19 states of northern Nigeria on Sunday declared as illegal the recent 400 billion naira disbursed by the Central Bank of Nigeria to bail out 5 of the ailing banks, whose managing directors were sacked 2 weeks ago. The lawmakers also condemned the recent federal government policy on the tenure of federal permanent secretaries, saying it was a contravention of the provisions of the Pension Reform Act of 2004. Minority Leader of the House, Mohammed Ali Ndume, who spoke on behalf of the chairman of the caucus, said due process was not followed in disbursing the money because it was not appropriated by the parliament. Indications that Nigeria has not heard the last of the Boko Haram uprising emerged at the weekend when an Afghan-trained member of the sect was arrested in Yola, Adamawa State on Sunday. The name of the suspect, said to be a specialist in making bombs, was not immediately available. The police said it would make the name known on Monday. About 13 Boko Haram adherents, including their suspected bomb maker, were arrested last Thursday along the Numan-Yola Road by officers of the Adamawa State Police Command. Another 17 had earlier been arrested by the police command. The Minister of Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Adamu Aliyu, has vowed to demolish all illegal structures in the city that were not in the original master plan. The minister, who was reacting to Saturday's successful demolition exercise by the FCT Joint Demolition Team, said that his administration will not hesitate to prosecute all owners of such illegal structures to serve as a deterrent to others. Mr. Adamu, in a statement released by his Chief Press Secretary, Mohammed Sule, on Sunday, described the demolition exercise as having yielded the desired results. The Managing Director of Anambra Housing Development Corporation, Mike Nwafo, has said that more housing estates will be built in the state to provide homes for citizens. Mr. Nwafo said on Sunday in Oka, during the maiden edition of the Ngozi Ka Estate Allottees Forum, that 3 cities, Oka, Onitsha, and Nnewi, were paramount on the list of locations for the new estates. He said that potable water, electricity, and good roads were basic amenities that the corporation would ensure in all housing estates in the state. The Ebonyi State government has concluded plans to recruit 831 unemployed indigents into the state civil service, Ken Uhu, Commissioner for Information and Orientation, has said. Mr. Uhu, who disclosed this to newsmen at the weekend in Abakaliki, said that the recruitment into junior and senior categories would cost the government more than 132 million naira. He also said that the state government had set up a committee to collate, analyze, and rationalize the recruitment vacancies that existed. The Zamfara Police Command has received 50 members of the Darul Islam sect who were sacked from Mokwa local government area in Niger State. The command's public relations officer, Lawal Abdullahi, said in Gusau on Saturday that another batch of 200 members of the sect were being expected in the state next week. Mr. Abdullahi said that the returnees were received by the command in good health and were handed over to their respective local government councils. And now to the foreign scene. Gabon's voters waited on Monday for the first results of an election for a successor to longtime leader Omar Bongo, with the late president's son tipped for power in the Central African oil-producing state. Ali Ben Bongo, defense minister in his father's government, has said he believes he will win, but state television's election coverage suggested former Interior Minister Andre Mba Obami was doing well in some constituencies. Heavy rain and a strong security presence meant the streets of the capital, Libreville, were largely empty during vote counting. Authorities nonetheless repeated calls for calm after rivals of Ben Bongo accused him of trying to use the vote to cover up a dynasty-style transfer of power. 7 people died and hundreds more were injured in a passenger train crash near Cameroon's capital on Sunday, state radio said, a day after a train carrying gas derailed and burst into flames, killing 2. A train ferrying 13 wagons full of gas derailed on Friday to the south of the capital, bursting into flames and killing 2 people. There was no immediate explanation for either of the crashes, but the government has set up inquiries and vowed to pay the medical costs for all those hurt. Japan's next leader, Yukio Hatoyama, began talks on Monday on forming a government to tackle challenges such as record unemployment and the fast-aging society after voters gave his party a sweeping mandate for change. Sunday's historic election win by the Democratic Party of Japan breaks a deadlock in parliament and will usher in the government that has promised to focus spending on consumers, cut wasteful budget outlays, and reduce the power of bureaucrats. The defeated Liberal Democratic Party, which had ruled Japan for most of the last half-century, was left to lick its wounds after suffering its worst election performance since the party was founded in 1955. The 5-day-old wildfire burning out of control in the Los Angeles foothills and forest claimed its first victims on Sunday, 2 firefighters whose vehicle plummeted off the side of a road. The flames threatened 10,000 homes and are encroaching on the region's telecommunications nerve center. At least 18 homes have been destroyed. California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger rushed back from Senator Edward Kennedy's funeral to survey the state's worst fire, warning residents to heed evacuation orders for the very dangerous blaze. And now business. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry has blamed the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation for the current banking crisis. Solomon Onofowokon, the chamber's president, said in a statement that if the two bodies had done their jobs properly, the banks would not be in the current crisis. Mr. Onofowokon said the current situation is an indictment of the examination and supervision departments of the Central Bank and the Insurance Corporation. Oil fell towards $72 a barrel on Monday as a drop in China's key stock index stoked worries about the country's economy, but hopes that energy demand will soon rebound are on track to push prices up about 4% in August. Oil prices slipped 1.56% last week, but are set to chalk up gains of 4.13% in August as a raft of upbeat economic data across the globe helped offset high U.S. oil inventory levels. U.S. crude for October delivery fell 33 cents to $72.41 a barrel by 0402, while London Brent crude fell 45 cents to $72.34 a barrel. And finally, sports. Moses Ogaga scored the winner as Kano Pillars came from behind to win 2-1 against Al Hilal in a CAF Champions League Group A game on Sunday in Kano. The result leaves the Zambians third on 5 points, while Big Spending Merreikh stayed bottom with just 2 points. In Group B, Heartland survived a sustained onslaught from Etoile du Sahel to come away with a valuable 0-0 draw and keep themselves in touch with leaders TP Mazembe, who secured a crucial 2-0 away win over Mono Mutapa of Zimbabwe on Saturday. Nigeria captain Nwankwo Kanu could be going down 3 divisions to join North County's ambitious Arab Revolution. Kanu's Pompey contract ran out in the summer, and he only agreed a 1-month extension with the struggling Premier League outfit. With just days left on that deal, Papilo looks set to join former England manager Sven-Göran Eriksson and former Arsenal and Pompey buddy Sol Campbell at Middle Lane. North County, formed in 1862, are the oldest professional football club in the world. They are also the club from which Juventus got their current jerseys. Thanks for listening to Next News. For more information on these stories and others, please visit www.234next.com.